So before we begin, I just want to say, excuse my shirt. I promise I'm not trying to show off. I just left the gym and it was on my mind to just talk about what I want to talk about. But for those who struggle with credit repair, just imagine waking up in the morning and you checking your bank account, you have a negative 150 in it because you have so much coming out of your account and you have so much going on with your life that you really just forgot about those auto pays. I get it. Just imagine if you're having car problems and you go to a car lot to go get a loan and your credit is just so bad that they ask you the most disturbing question that they can ask you is, do you have a cosigner? So and we all know how that goes. We know how that goes. I just imagine all of your friends are going on a summer vacation, but you can't go because you have bad credit. You have no money. You don't even have enough money to go even get a credit card to even go have fun on this vacation. It really feels like you're in credit repair credit jail. That's what it feels like because you're only limited to what you can do, if you can do anything at all. Okay. And so you feel stuck. You do feel stuck. And I guess as time go by, you just feel like, well, this is how my life is supposed to be, right? Well, everybody's out having fun, buying new cars, getting, the finer things in life. You just settle for what you can just get. And I get it because I've been there. I know what it's like. It's a lonely, lonely, lonely place to be. Okay. Well, there is hope. There's hope, but the hope starts with you, right? And the first thing you have to do is acknowledge. Acknowledge that I have to do something about my credit. Okay. Once you acknowledge the truth, you're on your road to recovery, to having better credit, to having the things that you want out of life, and to be able to give you and your family a beautiful future. Because whoever says that money is not important, well, why do they spend 8 hours of their day going to work, right? To pay for the most important things in life. So money is definitely important. It's not the end all be all, but it is definitely on the priority list. So the first step to repaying your credit is to acknowledge that you have bad credit. Okay. The second thing you have to do, you have to pull up your credit report. There's a lot of sites you can go to pull up your credit report to look at your scores. I can go into that later. You can Google it yourself on how to pull up your credit report and look at your score. That's the very second thing you have to do, because surprisingly, there are people who have bad credit. Some of them haven't actually looked at their credit report to see what was actually on there. Because 70% of the credit reports have inaccuracies on there, right? For instance, my last name is ELZY. On two of my credit reports, credit bureaus, I believe Experian or Equifax, they spell my last name wrong. ELGY when I am ELZY. So that right there can just throw off a lot of stuff by having those small inaccuracies on your credit report. And just getting that to lead up your credit report can be a couple of points up. You can be a couple of points up, 20, 30, who knows? Old addresses, right? You might have an old address on your credit report that you haven't lived in for over 10 years. That had an address on my credit report from when I lived in Houston, which was in 2001. I haven't lived there in over 20 some years. So that right there can be an inaccuracy that can be off your credit report, and you can be a couple of points up. All right. So you have to put up your credit report and see where you are with it. Okay. And I guess this could be like number three, but whenever you go get a car, stop letting everybody just jack your shotgun your credit. You go to these car dealerships, they want to run your credit like 20, 30 times. Like, nah, stop that, right? I can go into how you can stop that, but right now we're just going to stay on the surface. Stop letting people shotgun your credit, right? I actually went to a furniture store once before, and she told me that it was going to be a soft pull on my credit report, and the next day I checked my credit report, it was a hard pull. and I lost like a couple of points, like 10, 15 points. So be very leery of that type of stuff, right? It's better to just have your own financing when you come to these places to where you don't have to worry about the in-house financing, okay? Because it's just going to be a nightmare, right? So, like I said, if you living in credit jail and you're feeling like you can't do anything, you feel paralyzed, the first step you have to do, once again, you have to acknowledge that I have bad credit. I have to do something about it. I have to take the first step. And the first step is a series of 10 steps that's going to get you to where you have to go. Number four, you have to realize that this is not an overnight process, okay? If you spend 10 years damaging your credit, whether you know it or not, you can't expect for things to just happen overnight, right? Just because your next door neighbor got their credit repaired and the next month they was up 100 points, it's a case by case scenario, right? If you spend 10 years damaging your credit, you can't expect for your credit just to be up to a 750 in a matter of 3 weeks. It just doesn't work like that. For some people, it may, all right, but you have to be patient, and this is the main word: diligent, patient, and diligent. Okay, which leads me to my next point. You have to send out letters, right? You have to send out letters to these bureaus, to the creditors, letting them know about these accounts that you have on your credit report, that they need to either be deleted or updated, right? And they're gonna play hardball with you, right? Because the credit bureaus are getting paid by companies to keep your credit profile or in their database, right? So they're gonna play hardball with you. They're gonna send you a stall letter. Stall letter is basically a letter to just stall that letter that you sent to them. They just want to just stall you out. They keep playing games with you, and it is a game. You have to keep sending letters repeatedly. We'll talk about that in another video, but the main point, you have to be diligent. You have to be diligent with your credit repair, and this is your livelihood. This is your livelihood. Just getting you gotta understand this. Just getting a few things off your credit report can be the difference between where you are now and where you're trying to go, right? Let's just play our imagination for a minute, right? You want to take your family on a vacation, but you don't want to do what everybody else doing. You don't want to do the 3 day vacation. You want to do a 2 week vacation in Paris. You want to just go to Canada for 2 weeks. That costs money. That costs money. You know, maybe you want to get a credit card for your business credit, which we'll discuss in another video, but business credit, right? To where you can get Apple computers, Apple laptops for your whole staff just off of credit, right? These things are very much possible. So you have to imagine where you are now and where you're trying to go. Okay, so I know how it feels. Just believe that you just got to keep going. You just got to keep going, but you got to take the first step to find out what is going on with my credit. All right. And like I told you, these credit bureaus, they're going to try to play hardball with you. They're going to send you these stall letters. They're going to tell you that they can't, you're getting help from a credit repair company. They're going to make you feel like there's no hope. But I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Whenever they play hardball, you just keep hitting them. You just keep going, right? And eventually you're going to get that breakthrough. Okay. So, I know I didn't really dive deep into everything about credit repair, but I was on my way to the gym, where actually, I'm actually in my office where I have a gym, but I was just about to lift weights, but I said, let me just, speak this word to some people who may want to hear this. Maybe you have great credit. Maybe you have an 850, 800, but maybe this information can help somebody else. Okay. And I will be putting out some more videos of, going into the intricacies of just getting down and dirty with this credit repair, as in, the letters that you need to send to the credit bureaus, a CFPB report, things like that. So when they play hardball, we're going to play hardball too. But you got to be blessed. Catch you on the next one. Peace.